George recorded the scores of 120 goals, and he started to draw a pie chart to show the results. How many goals did Simon score? Well, this is 90 degrees. The whole thing is 360. Or just by looking at it, you can see that this is going to be a quarter of the pie chart. So to work out how many goals Simon scored, we just need to find a quarter of 120. And that is the same as dividing by 4, because you can see that you could split the pie chart into 4. So if you want to work out this bit, we need to divide 120 by 4. And that gives 30. So this is worth 30 goals. I'm just going to write that on there. The table shows the other players who scored goals: Wayne, Harry, Obi, and Anthony. And we need to complete this table. All right, now they've actually given us some information here already. We've got that 48 goals is worth 144 degrees. We can actually work out what one goal would be worth by dividing 144 by 48. And it's 3. One goal is equivalent to 3 degrees. We could actually get that from the very start of the question as well, because the whole amount in the circle is 360 degrees. There's 120 goals. We can divide them, get 3 that way. What that means is going from goals to the angle of the sector. By the way, sector just means that, like, one of these is a sector. It's just going from the center like that, right? To go from here to here, I'm going to times by 3. And actually, to go the other way, I'm going to divide by 3. So 5 times 3 gives me 15 degrees. That's the area of that sector. And then over here, I'm going to do 72 divided by 3. 24. And don't forget, we've got the 30 goals from Simon from before. So I'm just going to write that up here. And it was 90 degrees. So I want to know the missing one now. And I know there's 120 goals in total. And I've got some numbers so far. So I'm going to add them all up. 30 plus 48. Wayne scored a lot. Plus 5 plus 24. 107, and I can do 120 minus 107, 13. So Anthony must have scored 13. And then I can times this by 3 to give 39. If I wanted to double check, I could add all these together and it would have to give 360. But that is correct, and that is my completed table. Now we're left to complete the pie chart. We've already had Simon's goals put on there, this 90 degrees. So I'm going to put the other angles on going round. You need a protractor. First thing I'm going to do is turn it upside down and line up 0. So put this middle bit here, line up 0 here, and then I'm going to read around 144 degrees for Wayne's goals. So starting from 0, the measure of turn takes us all the way to here, 144. Okay, try and do it as accurately as you can. I'm doing it with this software, so it's not quite letting me put it where I want. Yeah, that's good. Then I can go from here to, I don't want to go all the way to here, so you'd line up your ruler, but you just draw it to where it lines up with that point. Okay, at the end I'll add on Wayne's name, but just for now, I'm gonna keep going. So the next one is 15 degrees, gonna be a much smaller angle. I need to turn my protractor, put it back on the center, turn it like that. And 15 degrees is here. Next, 72 degrees. Read around from 0. 72 is about here. So you should be able to do it a little bit more accurate than me. Just to finish, right, we should already have the 39 degree angle. By the way, do this in pencil because if you make a mistake, you can just rub it out. It's going to be quite difficult to deal with otherwise, like crossing it out and drawing other lines on. So the last one, line up the protractor like this. And okay, I've not quite got it. It looks like I've got just over 40, in fact, but it's quite easy to, it's quite easy to make a degree error by putting all of these in. So I'm pretty happy with that. When this gets examined, like a template will be put over it, and as long as it's looking, pretty good, then like, that will be fine. So this is Wayne, Harry, Obi, and Anthony. I don't need to put the goals on. I could do. I haven't quite got enough space for Harry, so I think I'll just leave it like that.